Crossing the bridge to reality. Walk and talk 35. Pyramids. Before we move into that topic, Bruce and I haven't posted for a while. We've taken some time out and away from the world, and it's something common that we will do every now and then to reevaluate the situation and our situation. But thank you for your patience, and again thank everybody for your support. It means a lot to us. So, walk and talk 35. Pyramids. I thought I'd do a talk on this because the pyramids have been in the limelight recently, where they tell us that they've discovered structures below the pyramid, the Great Pyramid in Egypt. And those structures are apparently phenomenal. They go like 2 kilometers deep, and who knows what's down there. Well, we don't know what's down there, but I can assure you there are people in this world that do know what's down there and have known what's down there for a very long time. People who also know what the pyramids are and represent, how they were built and when. Everything that gets fed to us is a lie. The first thing when I heard that news, the first thing that came to my mind was so we can put breasts on men, we can split the genome, we can make genetically modified animals and plants and God knows what else. We can give females penises and men vaginas. We can apparently make rockets and go to space. We've apparently landed on the moon, but only now have we just come across what's underneath the pyramids, and it was never known before. Yeah, all right then. Thanks for that. I don't believe it for a second that the whatever is underneath the pyramids wasn't known before. Something else we need to logically consider is that there are pyramid structures all over the world, and apparently there were no boats or at that time when they were built, so and they were just magically built. All them old structures in South America were just magically built by a whole load of slaves with hammers and chisels. That doesn't pass the sniff test for me. I think I've said it in a previous video or walk and talk, that logically when you think about it, all of these pyramids all over the world show that there was once a global society in history who built these structures and pyramids. That's a fairly obvious one. The only way that people could have been building structures like that is with advanced levels of technology. And the reason why they're found all over the world is because obviously there was a world order, a world level community in history, and that global community in history that built those pyramids and fancy structures, clearly they got out of hand. Probably, and I would say, similar to how we're getting out of hand today. And it looks like that past global civilization got absolutely spanked hard. Yeah, it got absolutely wipoed. Flood and fire. It's always flood and fire. It got absolutely dismantled and destroyed. And guess what, people? That's where we're headed today, to that same destruction. You see the people at the top and the entities at the top, they've been trying this game of trying to control the whole world, not just physically control the whole world, but to try and control that little spark deep inside our hearts called a soul, our individuality, and to be considered as gods themselves, or as the great artists themselves. They've been at this for a very, very long time. Clearly, they've tried to do it before and failed. In fact, if something gives you hope, you should know this, that every single time, looking at history, looking at the evidence of past civilizations that have been wiped out, what should give you some hope is that they've always failed. Our adversaries always failed and never succeeded. So they've got a 100% failure rate. Yeah, they probably don't like to hear that, but it's true. If they were and had been successful, we wouldn't be living the way we are now. So they've never succeeded, ever. Not one time. So that should lighten your mood on these topics. It's clearly obvious that past civilizations had advanced technology. It's kind of obvious that humanity is a lot older than we've been told it is. We don't know what they've found underneath that pyramid. We don't know if what they're telling us is true. I mean, the pyramids themselves are a marvel. But we have to understand that anything they are telling us, there's a reason for it. Why they're disclosing it at the time that they are. Maybe it's to do with their little spacemen coming to visit agenda or something along them lines. Who knows? None of us little people will ever truly know, because we live under a complete veil of truth and reality. Looks like I say, whatever past civilization got absolutely wipoed is maybe multiple civilizations. Maybe they've been trying to do this for civilization after civilization. Every time it gets wipoed, I think that's the case. And I think, like I say, I feel that this civilization we have doesn't have too many more years on the clock before it too is completely wiped out. So that's something fun to look forward to. It may even happen in our lifetimes. It seems that once humanity reaches a certain level of technology, the technology starts to speed up. The advancements start to speed up, and therefore, is it this tree? I'm sure it's this tree. And therefore, what would have, like, in the past taken taken 20 years will happen in 20 months now. Look at boybers, yes you are. Oh yes you are. Oh yes you are, Rooski Woo. So yeah, just a brief video here to let you know Bruce and I are well. We're always well, never worry about us. We do like our time out from the world, but we'll always come back and drop you a walk and talk when we can, and obviously, and when there's something worthy talking about. I mean, it's just like Alan Watt used to say from cuttingthroughthematrix.com. He used to say that we get a lot of data, and there's a lot of people out there just regurgitating the data and the news, and that's not really important. It's not that important. Be blessed, and we'll speak soon. Rooski! Say bye-bye, Roo. Oh, it's a Rooski blimmin' Roo. I never known a Rooski like it. He's such a blimmin' mule, huh? Such a blimmin' mule.